Okay, so I'm gonna play a riff at full speed and then I'll walk you through it and show you what I did. Okay, so that's gonna be twice. The second time is gonna end a little different, but what I'm doing there is open on the E string. So it's like that's three of those, three opens on the E string, and then 5 on your A string. Always go back to that E, but instead of 3 times, twice. See what I'm doing there? So that's going to be, like I said, the 5 on the A, 8 on the D. Make sure you hit those E's in between them opens. 7, 5, 8 on your A string again. 8 on your A string to the 7 on the D string. Do that again. When you hit that 8 on the A string the second time around, or on the D string, or you stay on the A string. From 5 you slide to 7. Hammer on the 8 there. And then you bar 8. You're not touching the A string until you hit the second slide. So it's D string, 10, 12, hammer on, and then you slide to it. And then you go to the 8. You're sliding from 10 to 12. And when you get back to 10, you're letting up and hitting that 8. And you do the same exact thing on the A string. And play that twice. And then you go back into that bit, but it ends a little different. Now here, that other transition where we went, now we're doing it here. You're sliding from 5 on the D string to 7, and then you're going from 8 on the A string to 7. Same thing, bar that 8. Instead of doing that slide twice the second time, this is what you're gonna do. On your 7 string on the D, 5, 8 on the A, 7 on the A. That's the transition into the chorus. And straight to your open. And what you're doing there after you're open, 8, 7, 3. After you hit that 3, you're sliding from 5 to 7 on your D string, and then you're hitting that 8 on the A. And then 5, bar 5. 5 on the, after you bar that, 5 on the D, 7 on the A. Same thing, that same pattern, but the only thing that changes is those little licks in between it. So the first one's going to be like this. Second one, that's 7 on the D to the 8. Same thing, 5 on the D string, 7 on the A. So far we got those two. So it's those two parts, the first time and the second time, the one I just walked you through, you play that twice. And then you do that little intro thing again, or that little transition thing again before you go back into the verse. So the last time, that little lick again, and then it's directly right back into the verse, played the same exact way. Back into that again, but I only played it once, just to let you know, and then back into the chorus again. And then after the chorus that time, opens. Sorry, that's wrong. After the chorus, you do that transition again, like you did at the end of the first chorus, but instead of going back into the verse, it's like a little, I guess you could call it like a bridge type breakdown thing. So at the end of your chorus, the 3, 5, 3, 3, 5, 3, open. 3, 5, 3, 8. What I'm doing there is just adding that, I guess, like I said, I know nothing about music theory. I don't know if that's an octave. I'm not sure what that would be. But when you slide down to that 8, I hit that on the 10, open it, and then I do the 10 again. Sorry. The 8 to the 10. After that, you do that. I know that's like a trademark to this song. It's like the little transition for everything because it fits and it works good, and I just like the way it sounds. So you pretty much do that in between everything. It's the same, which I think is different. So it's like the same transition for every time you go into a different part of that song. It's like your cue almost. But after that little interlude / breakdown, whatever you want to call it, it goes into the lead. I don't want to necessarily call it a solo because you can call it a solo. It's the lead part for that. It's a lot of that open E again, and you're playing those notes kind of the ones you were playing in the beginning or in the verse. So it goes like, I'm gonna play it and then I'll pick it out. Wow, sorry. Let's just redo that. There it is. I haven't played this song since that video. Okay, so what you just seen those 2 times, forget that. So that part, like I said, don't forget them open E's. Sliding from 5, 7, sliding from 5 to 7, and then hammer onto that 8. 4 of those opens. That's 5, sorry. The first time I did it like this, which is wrong. It's like the second time. So it's 7, 8, 7 to 8 to 10 to 12. The hammer on and pull off from hammer on to 13 and pull off back to 12. So it's okay. The first part, I'm just going to show it to you in parts. And then it's the same thing again. Right there, I'm doing it's just hot 7, hammer on the 8, and then 7 on the D string. Third time you play that, you do it like that. You're doing that same 7, 8 to 10, but instead of doing 7, 8 on the A and then 10 on the D, you're doing 7, 8 on the D and then 10 on the G. After you do once you're done with the last part, you're doing a backwards run essentially. It's from 8 to 7, 8, 7, 5, 7, 5. That's all on the D string, and then you hit 8 on the A, back to 5 on the D string, 8 again on the A, to 7 on the A, back to 8, 7, 5. But it's a little faster than that, and it's palm muted. And then you go back to that little thing you played before that breakdown. One time instead of twice, and after you hit there, your cue. So if you have any questions, I guess, well, I mean, you have the whole video of the whole song. So if you have any questions, if something wasn't clear enough, just message me and let me know. I'm going to try to work on some of that stuff you sent me now. Peace.